moving to Syria, the king, he said that he doesn't believe Assad, the Syrian president, is in full control of Syria. Can you elaborate on that? What does he mean by full control?
First of all, let me go back to the refugees issue, and then I'll come to this. As you know, Jordan is the largest per capita host of refugees anywhere in the world. We have 1.3 million Syrians in Jordan. Only 10% of them live in refugee camps. 90% are all over the country. We've given them equal treatment to Jordanians when it comes to education, medical services, and we've given 350,000 work permits to Syrians at a time when our unemployment on average is almost 24%. Our point of departure, Syrian refugees are victims of a crisis. We cannot victimize them again by denying them their right to a dignified lives. That said, we've been able to do the job that we did in Jordan by providing Syrian refugees with the means to a dignified life with the support of the international community. Now, unfortunately, that support is dwindling. The funding to our own national response plan, it went down from about 70% in 2016 to 6.8% this year. So what we're seeing is that the burden is shifting more and more towards us, and we're saying we want to be able to continue to do what we believe is a humanitarian duty towards Syrian refugees, an investment in the security of the whole region, but we cannot do it alone. We simply don't have the resources. So our message is we believe the future of refugees is in their country, but until the time is conducive for them to voluntarily go back, all of us need to come together and give them the dignified life that they deserve. That said, we're at capacity. We cannot receive any more refugees simply because we cannot. And this is the kind of conversation we're having. And back to His Majesty's comment, I think His Majesty was very, very clear in his address that we all need to come together to make sure that refugees get the life that they deserve, that Jordan will do what we have to do to protect our interests against threats emanating from the Syrian crisis, including drug trafficking and others, but also the comment of His Majesty, I think, was within the context of the drug trafficking issue. And I think, as the Syrians would say, the Syrian government is not in charge of all its territories when it comes to being able to govern their country. So I think that comment was in the context of Syria not being in charge of all its territory as a result of 12 years of conflict that created realities which you all know.
When you say we will do what it takes, can you be more specific? Is it military action, airstrikes? What kind of action would you do?
Look, just to give your viewers and our colleagues here an idea of the enormity of the challenge that we're having with the drug. This is a really very, very highly organized operation. Drug traffickers have access to very highly advanced technology. They're using drones. They've got night vision. They've got all. So we're up against a very, very serious challenge. So we're protecting our border. Our military and our security agencies are on 24/7 alert on the border, trying to stop trafficking from coming. And let's be honest, every 2-3 attempts that you catch, the nature is 1 or 2 will go through, and that's dangerous. So again, I'll just say what His Majesty said, what we've been saying before. This is a threat to our national security. This is a threat to the future of our people. We will stop it, and we'll do whatever it takes to protect our people and our country and our interests from that threat.
When you started talking with Assad about the Syrian president about this issue, this specific issue of Captagon, did you see any progress ever since you started talking with him?
After the Jeddah-Amman meetings, we were able to convene working groups that included military and intelligence from both countries. We did not speak in macro, we spoke in detail, we gave targets, coordinates, and threats need to be tackled. The Syrians promised to work on that challenge with us, but the situation on the ground continues to be extremely challenging. We see an increase in the number of those operations, and accordingly, we're doing what we have to do, and we'll continue to do what we have to do to protect our people and our country.
Is that what keeps you up at night the most?
Well, if you live in the Middle East, there are a lot of things that keep you up at night. I mean, but that is definitely a challenge. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict is a major challenge.